Unique homes in South Africa, Brazil, and Mexico are featuring in this episode. Welcome back to our channel. Meet OBAN House designed by Metropole architects in South Africa. This modern home with brutalist undertones expressed in the structural design takes on a simple arrangement of monolithic linear forms that project out across the vast manicured lawn and gently sloping paddocks while still managing to position itself comfortably amongst the existing mature trees. Approaching the home, an organic-shaped concrete wall weaves its way above a shallow, reflective pond, enthusiastically inviting visitors over a small bridge and through the front door. The open-plan kitchen, lounge, and dining room area leads onto a fully equipped covered outdoor living and entertainment area, swimming pool, and long koi pond. A guest suite and combination study, lounge, gym area make up the remaining ground floor spaces. While functioning as the means to transition floor levels, the feature staircase offers a sculptural backdrop to the double volume space that leads up to the mezzanine landing. Arriving at the upper section gallery area of the double volume, there's a notable change of atmosphere. The filtered light moving through the wall of vertical screens, as well as a series of 9 symmetrically formational triangular skylights, collectively create an ethereal and uplifting experience which always tempts a moment of contemplation. Ultimately, the aim of this project was driven by a vision to see contemporary architecture, equestrianism, and nature coalesce into a reality that was inspiring, functional, and unique within the context of its spectacular setting. Let's visit Kloof House designed by Saota architects. This Saota design family home is positioned below Lion's Head with views of Table Mountain, Lion's Head, Signal City, the city of Cape Town, and the mountains of the Bowland and the Winelands in the distance. The architecture is shaped to take in as much of the surrounding as possible. The strongest gesture is the inverted pyramid roof, which creates a clerestory window around the upper level. It allows the building to open up, capturing views of Table Mountain and Lion's Head that would otherwise have been lost. This has also opened up views of the sky, bringing the sun and moon into the home, heightening the connection to nature and its cycle. The house presents a stone wall built in a traditional Cape way to the busy city street that it sits on, revealing very little about its interior. At night, the inverted pyramid roof glows, creating a giant light box, adding to the intrigue. One enters the house through the large metal front door, which sits between the house proper and the stone wall, into a small entrance lobby connected to a courtyard garden. From this restrained quiet space, a few steps take you up into the living space with its cinematic, bold views over the city. The house is arranged on 3 levels. The top level has the strongest views and holds most of the living spaces. The open-plan kitchen, dining room, and lounge. The family's work and bedroom spaces are on the mid-level, with the garage, gym, cinema, and guest room on the lower level. Each level has its own set of gardens and courtyards. These gardens extend from the mountain surface down against the house, screening the neighboring buildings and intensifying the relationship with nature, allowing light and air into spaces that would otherwise be dark and isolated. Let's visit the Barrancas House in Mexico. The Barrancas House is the result of the restoration of a house built in the 70s in Mexico City, which didn't have any attraction at first but had great spatial potential. It became a challenge to create a home focusing on incredible attention to detail, modernity, and discovery of the different spaces and levels to generate expectation and surprise. Architects took advantage of the location of the house that has views towards the woods, so they installed floor-to-ceiling windows so that natural elements from the exterior, such as natural light, views to the woods, become part of the interior without compromising the comfort and intimacy of the inhabitants. The amenities for the family to enjoy inside the privacy of their home include a home theater, a wine cellar, a gym, 2 terraces, a pool, garden, and green areas. Discovering the house through the hallways leads to multifunctional, unpredictable spaces achieved through movable screen walls, hidden doors, bay windows that open entirely, furniture designed especially for each space, automatic lighting system for each need of the inhabitants. The landscape was designed with plants that adjust to the local climate with green roof and green walls. It also has a solar energy system and an automated water-saving system. The materials used include marble, stone, wood, together with neutral tones as dark green or chocolate that give an earthy feeling that will integrate the interior with the exterior and create the sensation of unlimited space. Meet MA House, designed by Jacobsen architects in Brazil. The project was carried out in one of the noblest areas of Sao Paulo on a corner lot whose urban conditions imposed great setbacks. The geometry of the lot soon made architects realize the possible suitability of an implantation in an L shape on the land, capable of accommodating the desired area in a building consisting of 2 floors and the basement. In this way, architects were able to create a large free area for the garden, the terrace, and the pool in order to enjoy the sunniest possible orientation. They developed the idea of generating different facades with the aim to create a more organic composition that would allow greater integration between external and internal spaces. For this reason, architects sought to explore asymmetric slopes in the roof, adopting ridges at different points in the plan. Thus, architects created a type of folding based on the notion of the origami, a traditional Japanese technique. The gentle slopes designed for the roof were highlighted by zinc brises, supported by the extension of the eaves referring to the upper and lower floors. The adoption of wooden lattice panels gives privacy and transparency to the bedrooms located on the first floor. The social and leisure areas are located on the ground floor, which completely opens to the garden and to the pool, harmoniously integrating with the living room, the dining room, and the gourmet kitchen. Thank you for stopping by. We'll see you in other episodes.